Hello, welcome to this live stream. How are you all doing? How am I doing? Let's say better than last week, which is good, which is very good. Having a good day so far. Hello, maniacs. A funny thing you say there, Kangi, because I don't think anyone would know. It's not impossible to know, but on a few different accounts I've had the username Maniac Marcel in the past. And I think my Imgur account still has that. And maybe one of my Xbox accounts, I'm not entirely sure. Are the Dutchies ready for the storm? Yeah, I'm excited for the storm tomorrow. I mean, I live in Groningen, which is going to be least affected by harsh winds. So it's not as exciting as it could have been. But still a little bit exciting. You know, I like extreme weather. The nice thing is that I can like extreme weather because without it being an annoyance. Because the weather is never extreme enough here that it causes like any kind of problem. Like the most damage I've personally gotten from a storm was one of the trees in my parents' backyard that got uprooted and fell over. Well, floods. Well, even if the entire country floods, I live on a hill. So I'm gonna be fine. Limburg would like to have a word with you, but yeah, I don't live in Limburg. I live like basically the opposite of Limburg. So I don't have a problem with any kind of extreme weather. Maybe the most is earthquakes, but I live southern enough that the earthquakes in Groningen don't really affect me. I've lived here for about 5 years now, and I haven't felt a single one. So, yeah, the weather's perfect here. Although a little bit boring at times. I was supposed to be at a concert tonight, but I've been stricken down with the COVIDs. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's not nice. Hope you have a good stream. I hope you recover fast. Had a flood a year ago. Yeah, I know exactly what kind of flood. Obviously. I wasn't affected by it, but it was, of course, a tragedy. Not a lot of people lost their lives, I think, but yeah, a lot of damage. Here's some bits for every stream I missed due to being busy on Wednesdays and Sundays recently. Well, thank you, RP. We walk together in the storm. Yes, we will walk together. Now I'm trying to think of some song name that I can quote, but I can't think... Yeah, King of Storms, that's a song that I like. That has the word storm in it. That was what I was looking for. Does anybody know what band that is by? King of Storms. Don't look it up, that's cheating. Thunderstruck technically doesn't have storm in it. I mean, you know, thunder, fair enough, but... Oh, welcome Holstein, haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, welcome. Song of Storms, I don't know that track. Then again, I've never played a Zelda game. Gotta be Nightwish. It's not Nightwish. It is a band I've seen live though. With a friend, but it's not Nightwish. Thank you for the sub. For the 3 months, Mr. AMD. And thank you for the follow. Wild Mark appeared. Do you know anyone called Cory? No. I mean, the storm tomorrow is called Cory. I know that. But no, I don't. Riders on the Storm by the Doors. No, it was King of Storms. Might be Ailstorm. No, I've never seen Ailstorm live, although I would like to. I've seen live shows from them on YouTube, and they seem a lot of fun. So yeah, I should keep an eye on when they're coming to the Netherlands again. It's time for fun in Fungus Woods. Yes, I thought I'd pick a classically hard scenario. And I just play through it, have some fun, stuff like that. Hard to watch this stream every week when you work in early shift one week and late shift in the other week. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've worked that for a while as well. Marcel likes it classically hard. Okay. Oh god. Among Us Woods. It's pretty sus. I tune into every minute of a Marcel Vos OOT playthrough. What's OOT? Is that Ocarina of Time? Oh, yes it is. I've never played Zelda, so it's probably not gonna happen. Before we start though, I want to show off a scenario that a user on my Discord server made. Called Vardu Man. He completed it about a little over an hour ago, and he sent the save file, posted on the Discord server. And it's basically Bumbly Beach, but it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna load it up. There we go. This is what they made. And this is just... It's just nice. Yeah, it's just lovely. That's a great word. Lovely. Like, this is not some epic, like, massive building from scenery or massively complicated like that. But it's just lovely. It's just pretty. And honestly, this is what I keep emphasizing this over and over again. A lot of my streams. This is what I like about Roller Coaster Tycoon. Is that you can just make something like this. Look at these little things that the log flume goes in the ground. Quaint, yeah, that's also a good word. and all these, you know, all these fences. I've said this before. Fences are some of your greatest tools in scenery in Roller Coaster Tycoon. This is absolutely lovely. Hey, T West, how you doing? Welcome. And they kept the original Big Dipper. I think it's been recolored. I'm not exactly sure. I like the color scheme of the other wooden coaster better anyway. I'm really a fan of the, you know, dark colors with a bright-ish outline. Needs more salmon pink. I think this is salmon... No, it's not. It's light brown. You know, we got a nice little go-karts. And then you've got this. Just little, like, tunnel thing. It's absolutely great. It's just a few nice, lovely scenery pieces. You know what I like most about this? I think that, yeah, if I'm right, I think that the only scenery items used are the ones from the 6 standard, groups, themes. You have trees, you have shrubs and ornaments, you have gardens, you have fences and walls, you have walls and roofs, 2 times walls, and then you have single signs and items for footpath. Oh, thank you for the 6 months, the Dutchy Gamer. Yes, half a year. And thank you for the follow, not winner. So, this just shows you what you can do with just the basics. And that's fantastic. This is nothing but the basics and it looks amazing. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Slime. Thank you very much. Imagine a real life RCT model set with little trees and lamps. Oh, that would be cool. Or an RCT Lego set. I would probably buy that. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, these little flower beds. But enough of me showing off someone else's work, because once again, this isn't mine. Let's actually play Fungus Woods. If you want this, join my Discord server. It's in the Coaster Games channel quite recently. And otherwise, just give Vardu Man a ping. You know, he'll gladly give you the save file, probably. Okay, let's actually go do Fungus Woods. Oh yeah, I forgot, we had a merry-go-round. It's good, because then I don't have to place it. We already have music. Oh, I should do that. There we go. Now the goal is at the top of the screen. Where are the fungi? Yeah, there aren't really... Well, there are fungi scenery items, actually. But we don't seem to have them available. So I think... Personally, I think that Fungus Woods is harder than Amity Airfield. Because on Amity Airfield you can get a lot of money by just deleting the path and scenery. And on Fungus Woods, everything costs extra money because trees cost money to remove. And the goal is a little bit lower, but you also have worse rides available. So I think it's slightly more difficult. And on my playthrough, I did a playthrough about 5 years ago of all Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 scenarios, including expansions. Well, not the real life ones, but you know, the basic ones and the 2 expansions. And Fungus Woods is the only scenario I failed twice. And I actually had to look up a guide. So if you want some motivation to, you know, becoming better at the game, I suppose. I had to look up a guide about 5 years ago to beat this scenario. So yeah, I've moved on a lot since then. I've gotten quite a bit better. Thank you for the follow, Jorma1. And I found the guide, by the way, and it helped me. And then I was able to complete it. And then you gave us a tutorial. Yeah, I'm quite proud of that tutorial, actually. I think I stopped at this scenario when I first played RCT2 because the game kept crashing. That's annoying. No micro corkscrews. Well, at that time I I wasn't really into microcoasters yet because I didn't really know their potential. Okay, so yeah, the premise is that you only have like wooden rides. Spiral slide made out of wood, apparently. But, you know, you don't have like the big steel coasters and stuff. Okay, let's do our funding. Let's see. Transparent rides. I don't need transparent to transport. I was speaking about pronouncing things differently. Someone in a YouTube video said the word houses. I think it was Grian. And for a second I thought, wait, that's wrong. No, that's right. I say it wrong. Me saying heist has ruined me. Hang on, do we just not have any thrill rides? Nope, we can't research any either. Is it pay per entry? It's pay per entry, yeah. It's currently at, I think, 10? No, 5, but even that's still too much. Let's make it 2. Transparent rides is what happens when you change the ride type of your coaster to Crooked House. Yes. Thrill rides are steel. I would argue that the spiral slide is steel as well, but okay. But now, let's start with a nice side friction coaster. I like side friction coasters. Okay, you know, before we start actually, you know what the most annoying thing about Fungus Woods is? All those stupid little hills. Like, you can see them quite well now. Those are annoying. You, every now and then you just bump into one. And it's quite annoying. But okay, let's start building. Thank you for the 4 months, cringe bro. I hate paper entry parks so much, it's nice to not have it, but it is nice to not have to change your ride prices every time. Well, pretty much. I like paper entry parks because I don't have to micromanage ride prices and I know how to work my way around pay for entry now. So that's everything's, you know, perfectly fine. Let's see there. By the way, I have thought of a new series for YouTube, which I won't say much about. Other than that, it would involve me filming on location. But I don't know if that will happen. It might not. Actually, the idea for one of the videos I've had for years. But I've never done it. So maybe I'll do it at some point. I also had another idea, which I might do sooner, because that's a little bit easier to do and I don't have to leave my room for it. Is the location your PC room? No, it's not. Okay, I hope this won't crash. Like a Marcel Vos version of Tom's Call. Not exactly. By the way, I've written an overview for the Hardline, and it's funny because my very first proper ride overview was on the Wild Mouse, Steel Wild Mouse coaster, and it was under 4 minutes long. Are you using any sort of plugins? I don't think so, except the soft guest cap is on, but that only tells me information. It doesn't do anything. And yeah, the ride price manager is on, but we don't have ride prices. I've written a Hardline. My very first ride overview was on the Steel Wild Mouse, and it was about 4 minutes long, less than 4 minutes. Now I've written a a hairpin overview, and it's more than 10 minutes long. Just shows you how far I've progressed, how much more detailed my videos have become. It's quite a crazy difference. Okay, let's give some music. We need a ride overview for the hairpin coaster, for the Harpin coaster. Oh, don't you worry, it'll be for the Harpin as well. Can you name the states the Mississippi River runs through? Yeah, that's the geography question. Channel point reward. When you say assume or assuming, I thought it was assume, not assume. Maybe that's just difference between different, like, English accents anyway. All the states that Mississippi River runs through. Do I know that? Well, Mississippi, presumably. It's a lot of like Midwestern states, probably like Kansas. I don't know exactly where it goes. Arkansas. Maybe, I'm not even sure. Louisiana, I think. Let's see, I think it starts somewhere up in like South Dakota or maybe Nebraska. I'm not exactly sure where it is. It's roughly there. I've heard assume from native speakers. Okay, yeah, I think I have as well. I've never laughed harder than when you said harpin. Well, then you'll laugh on that hard again on Thursday. Because obviously that's a story I'm going to tell in the ride overview. It's a good story. I don't think I've had all of them from the Mississippi, but I've probably had like a fair few. Maybe like Missouri, Wisconsin. No, not Wisconsin, the other one. Illinois. That's not the other one, but whatever. That's the one I meant. I don't know. I don't know which all the ones. Thank you for the Prime sub, Mr. B II. Some Americans are worse at their own language than people that have English as a second language. Obviously that's true, because some Americans are illiterate. You know, either they're, you know, very poor and they have a terrible education, or they had the bad luck that they... No, don't remind me tomorrow for the update, please. Or they just, you know, got cursed with being not very smart and not very good at learning languages. That's unfortunate, but that sometimes happens. But I've heard people say that, you know, the Dutch speak English better on average than Americans speak English and stuff. And that's nonsense. Like, maybe, like, writing a paper, maybe I do better than the average Englishman. You know, academic English and stuff. But in general use, like knowing a lot of more obscure words or knowing words for like obscure animals, that's stuff that Dutch people that speak English as a second language generally just don't know. I only realized a few days ago, what was that? That it's up and at not up and Adam. I was really confused by that sentence. It took me a while to process it, but yeah, just pronouncing things wrongly. I mean, there's a lot of words that I used to pronounce wrongly as well as, you know, just Dutch words. My mom always likes to remind me of how I used to say assortment wrong. It's assortiment in Dutch. And I used to switch the S and the T, so you get assortiment, which is just wrong. But I used to pronounce it like that. And, well, I not necessarily always pronounce it like, but I've used to frequently make that mistake anyway. It's just a thing that happens. How many medals will the Dutch speed skaters win at the Olympics? Good question. So Irene Schouten, obviously 3. No, 4, I'd say. 3K, 5K, mass start, and team pursuit. So that's 4. Then probably Irene Wust on the 1500 meters. So that's 5. I would say Jutta Leerdam on the 1000 meters, so that's 6. Oh, we should charge 20 for these. And I think... Now, Antoinette de Jong on the 3,000 meters as well, so that's 7. And I think then we've got all the women's medals that I think will happen. Then the men's, Patrick Roest on the 5k, Jorrit Bergsma on the 10k, which makes 9. Then the Dutch team pursuit, which makes 10. Then 2 medals on the 1,000 meters, don't know who, it's pretty much a lottery. So that's 12. And I think that's... Kjeld Nuis and Thomas... Kjeld Nuis on the 1,500 meters. So that's then 13, I would say. What about Rintje Ritsma? Rintje Ritsma is like 50 years old. Okay, I've missed a few things. I'm trying to name all the speed skaters. Let's see, Duvel. What kind of coaster would you like me to build? Did you say already? Oh, name the science fiction Cory. Did you... oh, ignore the coaster type. Did you misclick? Oh, Claudia Perstein. Yeah, Claudia Perstein is almost Ritsma's age. Maybe she's even older, I'm not sure. So, just to illustrate how old... Oh, the Virginia Reel's in the way. How old Claudia Perstein is. She participated in competitions for juniors before the Berlin Wall fell. And she's still participating. Okay, I'll name this thing Cory. I think she'll turn 50 in a few days. I think she'll be 50 at the games. And the games start in a few days. Okay, let's do this. And now we do need to start some proper advertisement. Because, oh, and we need to charge more for this. Let's charge 20. Oh, 50 right after. Well, somewhere around the games is her birthday. I do know that. There's no drown a guest. Did I forget to enable that? My bad. Drown a guest. Oh, there we go. You can drown a guest now. I'll quickly make a sacrificial pool. There we go. And then I can raise that. The first guest. Alright. Number 21. Name the park. What do you want to name the park? Oh, hang on. Fun Guy Woods. Should I refund channel points? Oh, yes, if you can, for the coaster type that wasn't used. Fun Guy Woods. There we go. How long until someone drowns guest 69? I'd say about 1 second. There we go. I could use some staff, couldn't I? Discord bloop. No. I pressed some keys. And that gave a sound. But that should be Discord. I disabled all the... Sound like Marcel disconnected from a voice... I wasn't in any voice chat. I thought that sound... Because when naming the... I was naming something. I pressed on some wrong keys. I thought that made the sound. Oh. Oh yeah, I have some combination of keys for muting my mic. Apparently I pressed that by accident. I think it's UM. Let's try. Yeah, there we go. When I press U and M at the same time. It was useful when I used to play Among Us. you know, you would mute yourself every time in between, you know, every time when you play, and then at discussions you would unmute yourself. Yeah, apparently you can mute your mic when you're not in a voice chat. Which is a bit weird. Red sus. Now I was gonna build a red spiral slide. I was gonna look for a nice long straightaway. But this is just not long enough. So, oh, there we go. This is long enough. There's no hills there either. Oh, there's one little hill there, which you can barely see. You know what we're gonna do. Now, I'm gonna build spiral slides, not just because, you know, I like my rainbow spiral slides, but also because that will increase the soft guest cap, and we'll be able to charge a lot more for the park. Do you know the swamp goo glitch still works? The swamp goo glitch doesn't even work in my version of vanilla, I think. I think I tried it at some point, but I know it definitely doesn't work in OpenRCT2 anymore. I don't even think it was a swamp goo I don't think it was a swamp goo glitch. I think it was just general scenery. It's just that the person who demonstrated it was using swamp goo. It's basically a glitch to gain a lot of extra money. And by abusing some glitch. It's a fun tongue twister, apparently. Okay, let's do that. And then let's go to 30. And then let's color them all. There we go. So when the soft guest cap increases, you can charge more in these scenarios. No, that's just a correlation, not a causation here. It's because you can charge the number. What you can charge is directly correlated to the combined maximum ticket price that you can charge for your rides. And when you build more rides, the combined maximum ticket price obviously goes up. I mean, there you can't charge for the rides, but the ticket price, it's based on the ride value, and it's still calculated. So it still goes up when you build these rides. What do the French tell when they're on a roller coaster? Wee! Means yes, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know. It's the same when Spanish people are laughing, which is, you know, ja, 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 which is like in test, it's like J-A, J-A, J-A. But the Dutch word for yes is J-A, ja. And I think also the German word for yes is the same. So whenever a Spanish person laughs in the chat, first it's like, yes, 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 yes. Which is something you would usually say in a bit of a different situation. It's a bit weird. Let's build around that. And that. And do some benches and the bins. Benches and the bins. Who is excited for Hermitcraft Season 9? It's probably going to be really good because it's going to be a long season again, not a short one. So I'm really excited for it. And I'm definitely going to watch Grian, Mumbo, Scar, probably Gem, Pearlescent Moon. A lot of hermits for me to watch. Maybe they'll bring back some stuff from Season 5. What particularly about Season 5 was amazing? I've watched a bit of Season 5. Did you ever get your Dutch apple pie? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but I've had Dutch apple pie plenty of times. I've baked it myself plenty of times. And thank you for the 50 bits, by the way. I loved Green, Pearl and Gem. Mumbo was a bit too weird for me this season. Funny that you say that, because season 5, at some point I stopped watching. I was pretty much only watching Mumbo that point. And I stopped watching because, I don't know, I grew tired of him. And then I didn't watch season 6 entirely. And I only got back into Hermitcraft about 10 episodes into season 7. And then I, wound back and watched the first episode as well, just to get up to speed. Okay, what's our soft guest cap? That... Hang on, why is that... soft guest cap calculated? Notify me. Why is it not notifying me? Alright, never mind then. Mumbo is kind of tiring sometimes, but I appreciate his attention to detail. What makes a Dutch apple pie Dutch? I think the raisins in there. Did you have American pie? I've never had it. What shall we build? What shall we build? How about a boat hire in our sacrificial pool? You can be run over by a boat. Why is it a soft guest cap and not a hard one? Because you can override it. Advertisements, for example, ignore it. And, guests will keep spawning. If you trap the guests in the park, guests will keep spawning, and eventually you'll get to the maximum number of guests. It'll just take, absolutely forever. I think if you just have an empty park, and then just, put no entrance sign in front of the entrance so that they can't leave, and just let it run, I think it will probably take like at least 1,000 in-game years before you get to the max. Maybe more. It'll take forever. Just want to use the channel point for the boat hire. If it's, if it's available again, then you can. I never knew that it was called Docking Platform. Interesting. Where's the 100k channel point reward? Yeah, I didn't make it yet. I'm not done. What would I even do for 100k? Just have it there to waste your points on, not have it do anything. I know Cody had like stream on my channel for 1 million channel points at some point. That's a terrible idea for me. Have you drowned the guest yet? I have. Number 21, which was on request, and number 69, which I did myself. Thank you for the follow, IQ Destructor. Also, what's up, Dirkling? Let's build a crooked house. Whoa, no, I did that wrong. I did that very wrong. There we go, much better. Shout out to your pets at 100k channel points. I would do that. I mean, shout out to my pets. I mean, I would shout out Max's pets without him spending 100k channel points. Maybe picking a scenario for you to play. I've already played one of Max's scenarios. Maybe even two. I'm not sure if I've done it in the past. I've played scenarios with other people plenty of times. Shout out to Wopje. Who is Wopje? Is it your cat or your dog? Let's build a miniature railway, but build it as a coaster. Have it not go anywhere, just have it go around. I think I need that much space. Oh, your parakeet. Oh, that's a good name then. I like that. Although it reminds me of Wopke de Vecht. Was a character in speed skating. But yeah, shout out to Max's parakeet, Wopje. Ask a geography question, go ahead. What's the capital of the Republic of Nauru? Technically they don't have any, but if you want an answer, it's Yaren. Wopje is sitting here and heard you. Nice. Reminds me a bit of Ari from Jaden Animations. Purely because it's a bird. That's all. You don't hear about people having birds as pets too often. But I know Ari's really cute, so Wopje will probably be cute as well. Then we'll go like that. On International Cheese School, at International Cheese School, what did the teacher say to the Netherlands cheese and asked a doubt? Gouden question. I don't get it. Cool, how do you know? I know a lot of geography stuff. It's just I find it interesting, so I've, you know, taken the time to learn about it. Like me knowing a lot of geography facts is not that I'm particularly smart or anything. I mean, I'm good at remembering stuff, but mostly it's just putting in the time to learn it because I find it interesting. 1 million channel points a day at Efteling with Marcel Vos. That would be a hell of a channel point reward. This is a great miniature coaster. That's bigger than the what's it called, Virginia Reel. What do you call a guy with kids in the Netherlands? An Amsterdam? I don't particularly like that. Because it's like it equates the Netherlands with Amsterdam, and for me that's not at all how it works. I know that, you know, a lot of people, you know, I've seen stories of people that, you know, I'm going to the Netherlands. The Netherlands, what's that? You know, Americans or other foreigners will be like, America? Oh, the Netherlands, what's that? Oh, Amsterdam. Oh, I know Amsterdam. Weed. Like, I've never encountered anyone like that myself, and I'm convinced they're quite rare, but I do know those people exist. Yeah, it's like equating New York to the United States. Strangely, American weed laws are now far, far more progressive than ours. Yeah, not that I really care, because I'm not really pro or anti weed. I'm just like, you know, you do you. I don't really care if it gets banned or not or whatever. And I don't smoke it myself, so I don't care. But it is interesting. There. Dutch government is far too soft in general. What do you mean with soft? Maybe it's not the best thing to discuss, because politics is not the best. This is not the best place for politics. But I do find it interesting. It's annoying because I do find politics interesting, and certain policies and stuff. So, but at the same time, I don't want to discuss that stuff too often here, because I want this to be a place of, you know, just relaxation, forgetting, you know, in case your country has shitty politics, just, you know, forgetting all about it for a bit and stuff like that. They're interesting and a massive can of worms to talk about, like a lot of things in life. Yeah. I will say one thing about it, not directly about politics, but there is a general thing that I read on Reddit, like things that you should never discuss with friends and family is politics and religion. Which doesn't seem to go for me. I discuss politics and even religion with friends or family fairly often, and it's absolutely fine, even if we disagree. Which is interesting. Like, even, I'm not religious, but I have 2 religious friends, and they're the absolute greatest people ever. And I've discussed religion with them, and it's absolutely fine. That's interesting to me. Let's see. Okay, so there was something else I wanted to discuss. Say something nice about Kangi. I mean, he's a very nice viewer. I like how he's active in the chat and, you know, nice comments, nice to other people. I can't say too much else because I don't know him. I don't know him other than him being a viewer in my chat. So there's nothing positive or negative I can say, because I want more different rides. I'm struggling to find interesting rides to build. Maybe I should build a few cash machines anyway. Maybe some more stalls. Yeah, there was something else I wanted to discuss based on a thing I did today. So at the start of the year, I decided that I was gonna put some actual real effort into trying to become healthier. And so I made a spreadsheet where I was gonna keep track of, you know, my goal is every day to take a walk at least 20 minutes and do at least 10 push-ups. And I would, you know, track whether I'd done it or not, and if I'd done at least 40 minutes of walking or 20 push-ups, I would give myself a bonus point, you know, stuff like that. And I haven't done it every day, you know, there are days I haven't done it, which is perfectly fine. You can't expect to be perfect when you're gonna do something like this. But today, I did, about 2 hours ago, I did 30 push-ups in a row. And that was a really great feeling, because I'd pushed myself really hard. It took me after that like 2 minutes of just laying on the ground, panting, just get my breath back. Because I pushed myself really hard, and I'm proud of that. And after that, I took a nice walk. But there's also another thing. You know, the thing about doing a number of push-ups every day or whatever. It's a simple thing to do. And by that, I don't mean it's easy to do it, but it's simple. As long as you know how to do a push-up, then it's very simple to do. And that makes it easier to do than something that's more complicated. And that leads me to trying to do a walk. Trying to take a walk every day. Because one of the problems with... I've tried it before. I've struggled with my weight for years now, and it's gone up and down. One of the things that I tried, that I now did this month, is I found a certain route that takes a little over 20 minutes to walk, so it's perfect for my little thing that I want to do every day. And that's also pleasant to walk. Like, there's very little traffic. It's certain paths that either cars aren't allowed to be, or just places that naturally just don't have many cars. And which means that it's become more like a task that I can do, and it doesn't require much mental effort. What I mean with that, if you don't have a set little route that you can just do, when you go outside, you have to think, okay, where am I gonna go? And that thought of where am I gonna go makes it more complicated to actually put in, the effort into taking a walk. So now I can just do my walk. I don't have to think about where I'm gonna go, how I'm gonna do it. Just put on some shoes, go outside and do my walk. And that's makes so much of a difference. So to any one of you, who is struggling with doing this kind of stuff, I advise trying to find a route of at least 15-20 minutes that is at least fairly pleasant to walk, and that is the same route every day, every time, so that you can just mindlessly do it. It won't be simple. I'm not saying it's easy to do, but to do it every day, but it's at least a lot easier than when you have to think about where you're going, and it can help you a lot. So that's basically what I wanted to say about that. You know, being proud of myself. I've been doing it fairly consistently for about a month now, and just giving a little tip, because it's worked for me, and I've had lots of trouble with this. But now I've found something that works. Thank you for the 30 bits, by the way. Wild Market Beard. I did see that, but I wasn't done with the thing I wanted to say. Cheer for each push-up. Yeah. I wonder how sore I'll be from that tomorrow. Because I did feel it in my right shoulder for about an hour afterwards. Can still kind of feel it, maybe? Nah, not really. You'll be sorry. No, I won't be sorry. Okay, so in the meantime, I built this reverser coaster, which I think will do well enough. Do you use an app to log your steps? No. You know, there's the Ommetje app, which is Dutch, which I've actually... Hang on. Why that... Oh, that was a little bit of lag. Which I did use, like in December for a bit. But then I stopped using it, and I got demotivated for it. And then when I started again with like the proper plan, which I started on the 1st of January this year, I just didn't bother with it. And the important thing is, I do log my activities, not all my activities, but whether I've done the walks and the push-ups in a spreadsheet. But I don't have to, like, Ommetje is for 20 minutes every day, that's why I stuck with 20 minutes. I don't need it, because... Hang on, why is there a guest there? I don't need to use that, because I know that the route that I walk is a little bit over 20 minutes. We just recently managed to go for walks more often, and then my wife broke her ankle. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, setbacks like that will always happen, and they suck. But... yeah, you know, I hope you manage to power through it after she can walk again. Oh, I keep researching stupid stalls. That's why I had stalls enabled. That's why I wasn't getting any new rides. A friend of mine did 20 times 15 push-ups, 15 sit-ups, 15 something else. Like 20 times in a day. Because that's madness. Like, I could probably easily do 100 push-ups in a day, you know. Do 10 every hour. I could probably do that. Because 10, you know, if I can do 30 in a row, then I can do... I don't have toilets. Then I can do 10 without too much trouble. No, in a row. That's in the morning from 8 to 9. Why would she do that? That's not a good idea. But yeah, you know, I could probably do 100 push-ups in a day if I just, you know, spaced it out. Like, if I do one every 5 minutes, that would probably be fine. But then I would probably also feel it the next day a lot. Oh yeah, I should raise the price, by the way, to I think 45? What are guests spawning with? Oh no, the minimum is 40 here. There we go. To 40. Okay, let's build... We're making some good money. So let's build a proper wooden coaster. The problem is at the moment though that our soft guest cap is lower than the number of guests in the park. Let's have a drink. I'm thirsty. Thank you for the prime sub, DeBurg94. Alright. And there we go. You know what the nice thing is about only uploading one video a week instead of two? Which I'm currently is my basis at the moment. It's that I can more easily make longer videos. It used to be that if I made a video, you know, if I wrote a video that was like 10 minutes long, I would get a little bit panicky because, oh, I also have to make another video this week and do I have the time for that and stuff like that. Now I can make a video that's 10 minutes or longer and easily, you know, not just take my time. And I think you can notice that as well, because you can just notice my average video length going up. All my past videos have been around like 9 minutes or longer, except for the first two this year. Thursday's video will be around 10:20 or so. So yeah, I quite like that. It gives me a little bit more room. So just make what I want. It's also funny because January is known for being the worst month for creators in terms of money. Because, you know, a lot of the companies have spent most of their advertising budget in December, and in January they won't spend that much. And for me it's been a little bit less than December, but it's still been quite fine, which is nice. Okay, what am I doing with this wooden coaster? It's at least been more than I expected, which is certainly good. I think this is a fairly nice design. I have to be careful though. There we go. Like that. And I think that will just about fit. Some like I'm Kibbit to just not stream at all in January. Hang on, streaming... Like, if anything, streaming is almost not affected. Very little of my revenue on Twitch comes from advertisements. Like, most of it is bits or subs, which are not affected. Unless, like, people tend to spend less on bits and subs in January, but I'm not sure if that's true. Maybe for him it's different though. But why would you stop streaming? Like, surely that won't, like having a gap like that isn't good for building an audience. Do you run ads? I do. I could choose, like, there's one button that if I click it, an ad of a minute would play right now. I've never done that. I don't really want to do it. I wonder how much money it makes though. Like, you know, give 200 people a minute of ad to watch. There's a channel point reward on some channels. Yes, I don't get that. Why would you want an ad? It's not good for the stream. Round guest 420. If they're still in the park, I will. There we go. Queuing for boat hire. Oh, they were going on the pond anyway. Well, Here you can taste the pond. How do you like it now? Thank you for the 69 bits, Bishop Beater. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Really, the streamer can do that? Yes. The ads only run for the not subbed people. Yeah, but then you do miss a minute of my stream. What if you just press that button continuously? There would probably be a cooldown on it. You know what? Let's have a look at the stats of some coasters. Haven't looked at them at all yet. Okay, so Cory has 5.01 excitement, 6.17 intensity and 3.45 nausea. It's not bad. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub, my sugar. I do appreciate that. Then we have this fella. 5.33 excitement, 5.32 intensity, 5.73 nausea. Ah, it's all very close together. Oh, it's based the stream in a miniature window. I didn't know that. Which right would you like the color? 5.61, 5.51, 4.09 for the reverser. Wooden coaster should have the highest stats of all. Yeah! 7.23, 7.49, 4.38. There we go. I like that. Wooden coaster, purple. Well, I won't make it entirely bright purple. Because that's ugly. What I can do is... Whoa, no, not that. Oh, I can do that. Like this. Like this. Do you like this? Because I like this. And I think if we run yellow trains, that will go well. Oh, not that bright. Yeah, this looks nice. Doesn't it? This does give a little bit of color. Last stream I criticized Dirklink on brown is not a theme. So this does give a little bit of color. I believe on-screen plays the game with a delay, but there's no delay out of game. You can play ads waiting for the delay to start. A bit confused by that, to be honest. Not sure exactly what that says. Oh, we got a wooden wild mouse. That's nice. I'm gonna build one. It's good. I like the wooden wild mouse. I don't like these hills. Ba-dum. Ba-doom. Also, why is there like one piece of path jutting out? I didn't build that. That's what you start out with. Okay. And then... like that. Gibba-dibba-doo. Fix the scenario, Chris. Okay, so not like it's not ideal, but I'm pretty sure it has been done on purpose. Not everything like that is a mistake. How many followers do you have on Twitch? 7,963, which is more than I thought, but I never look at it, so I didn't know. Honestly, I thought it was going to be like 4,000. But apparently it's quite a lot. We're closing in on 10,000. We'll probably reach that before the end of the year. 7k followers, well 8k almost, and only 200 are watching. I think that's pretty typical for a live stream. I don't know actually. I mean, as a viewer, can you see other people's follower amount? Hang on, let me just check. If I go on Twitch, okay, J-Dub is live streaming. Can I see how many followers he has? He has 30 viewers, well 29, and he has 1k followers. So yeah, I have about, 7-8 times as much, and also about 7-8 times as many viewers. So that checks out, at least, for him. The same ratio as mine. Hang on, did you... Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Oh. Oh my god. Has it been doing that the entire stream? No. Like, showing my screen. It should only showing be Roller Coaster Tycoon. Only this time. Okay, that's good. It shows only RCT. Only this time show Twitch. Well, that is because I noticed why. It's because for some reason one of the... We also saw a guy playing Sonic. Yeah, it was a J-Dub. For some reason, one of the... What's it called? One of my windows in my OBS was enabled that should not be enabled. It's, I think, just a general screen sharer. Let me look at which tabs I had open. I don't think there's anything wrong in that. Didn't see anything weird on your screen. Well, the thing you could have seen is one speed skating tab, which I was working on today. Yeah, the 1,000-meter sprint. Some statistics in speed skating, which I was working on. No, the thing isn't that I'm, that I have naughty things on during streaming. The thing is more that if I am convinced that I am not sharing my screen, yet I am, that's still not good. Luckily it only... I don't know how that got enabled though. Whether I accidentally clicked on it? Yeah, banking sites and stuff. Yeah, there's all the stuff that I wouldn't want to share. And there's, of course, there's all kinds of stuff that I don't want to share with you guys, which isn't, like, disturbing or anything sexual. It's just private things that I may have tabs are open, stuff that you do online. That's why whenever I share my internet, I always make sure that I don't have any tabs open that I don't want to share. Now, I wasn't doing it on purpose. Well, the reason I have a general screen sharing app, or the screen sharing window in OBS, is because for some games I have to use that. Which is fine. It's absolutely fine if I am aware that it's on. Because, then if I need to look it up, I can either make sure that it's fine, or, that I don't have any wrong tabs open, or that I use, like, another screen to look it up. Stuff like that. But only if I know it. Banking sites are such a bad idea to share, yeah. Anyway. The only difference you could do is that you use another browser for those games that you would otherwise never use. Yeah, I could, I suppose. Okay, this thing is done. Is it fine with the stats? No, it's not. Oh, I know which turns are the problem. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Juju Boardness, RIP, and the Yoshi Killer 1092. It kind of... Why can't I build there? It kind of troubles me that there are at least 1092 Yoshi Killers. But okay. If you want, you can test it again, and we can tell you if it happens again. I've already done that. I can see it myself as well, because the reason I reacted is because I saw it happening. You know, I have the stream open on a little... You know, I watch my own stream in my it's called stream dashboard on a little screen. And so I saw it happening. Okay, this should be better. I'm actually the second 109th Yoshi Killer. Nice. Okay, let's open that up. Okay, so... Does anyone know what kind of problem I have at the moment? We're currently in a situation and we're sort of... Not yet, but we are approaching being in trouble. Can anybody figure out what it is that is causing us the trouble? I've sort of mentioned it before. There are a lot of Yoshi Killers in the task community. Yes, probably. The only problem is that Guest 420 is still alive. No, he isn't. He's already been drowned. By someone else. I can probably even tell you who. Yeah, by Piscary 8, exactly 12 minutes ago. There we go, no longer there. I can drown 469 for you. In toilets 1. Drowning in the toilet. Oh, 690, alright. So, yeah, the problem is too many guests and the soft guest cap. Some of you got that right. And the problem is because I advertised. And we still have about 8,000 left if I max out the loan. So we'll be fine for a little bit. But the problem is now that either I'm stuck in eternal advertising. Because to get more guests and more money, because it's pay for entry, I need to keep advertising. Otherwise, like what's happening now, I'm just not getting any guests. Because I have way more guests in the park than the soft guest cap. Or, I just need to spam a lot of rides. And, you know, similar to the Pride slides. Void maze times. Yeah, we could not necessarily... We don't need to do void mazes. We could just build a lot of tiny mazes. Gather cash machines and they leave. That's not necessarily a bad idea in this park. Although you do need to get to 2,500 guests at some point. Pride Ferris wheels. I don't think I have Ferris wheels. I do not. Yeah, advertising is not necessarily bad because we've already made the money that we would have made anyway. It's just... Okay, so the problem with making the money earlier and all at once, instead of making it over time, is that you are tempted to just spend that money. Because, oh, I suddenly have a lot of money, let me spend that on, you know, nice, beautiful coaster. And then you suddenly don't have money. Could you close the park and open it again? I could, but that's kind of cheaty. I mean, I'm not one to complain. I shouldn't complain about that with my micro corkscrews and stuff. Yet that feels less cheaty to me than reopening the park for some reason. Okay, what I'm gonna do... Like, I'm not against spamming rides. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a lot of death mazes. They won't actually be deathly. But what they will do is... provide a lot of guest cap. And they'll be tiny. Oh, no. Could you decrease the entry fee? Maybe you could attract guests. That's not how it works. As long as the entry fee isn't over a certain amount, isn't too high, then it doesn't matter what it is. So, someone on Reddit, on a Reddit post, on the Rollercoaster Tycoon subreddit, was somehow convinced... Well, it does. I mean, it doesn't make a little bit sense, I suppose. But was convinced that having more path increases the soft guest cap. And he said some other like nonsensical things on a certain post from someone else who wanted some help. And it's just... He kept like also insisting that it's true, even after someone told them it's not. It's a bit weird, but okay. I'm not gonna tell who it is on which post, because... You know, I know you guys wouldn't... Why is this thing... Why are they stopped? Is this gonna break down? There we go, it broke down. They stopped before it officially broke down. Add pride carousels. I can do that. First I'm gonna build all these mazes. Or I could also call the plural mice. How much does the maze raise the soft guest cap by? Let me look it up. Let me see. Because I have a certain document with all the things. 40. Ice is only the plural of out. Yeah, but this time it's ice with a Z. I know a video that Redditor could watch. Well, someone did link one of my videos. I don't actually know which. What the hell is that kind of sticky outy bit? But that wasn't to that person. That was actually to the original person. Yeah, to the OP. Hey, Major Geeks. Welcome. Does that mean that the singular of ice cubes is house cube? Yes. Yes, that's totally how that works. I love it. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so I don't know how many mazes this will be. Probably like 25 or so. Well, it will be an even number, but around 25. And it's gonna raise the soft guest cap by a lot. 25 will be 1,000. We're already on 21. Enterprise, yes. The multiple of enterprise is enterprise. If you eat one ice cream, is it out? No, ice cream is already... Ice cream is like one of those nouns that doesn't have a plural, like milk. Ooh, rain. Which means we're gonna make money from umbrellas. Okay, so we're gonna have 26 of these. You know what? We're gonna... No, that's fine. 26. Which means that we're gonna have an extra 1,040 soft guest cap. And you should be able to just see the guest number starting to go up again after I open all of these. 36. No, it's not 36, 26. There we go. See if we can actually see it happen. Can we see new guests spawning? Do liquids have plurals? Oh, there they come. Was it just one little burst and is that it? Oh, hey, we actually got a message from the soft guest cap. It doesn't show... Oh, this thing is bugged again. Well, going. OpenRCT2 devs. But you see that we do suddenly get guests again. And I did see how much it was. It was 1922, the soft guest cap. So we'll be good for a while. How is closing and reopening the park cheating? We're building an array of guests falling into oblivion not. Yeah, the guests falling into oblivion, you'll notice that I haven't done that. That's kind of the same as it's not cheating. I don't consider it cheating. It's just a bit too cheesy for me. I know there is zero logic in considering that too cheesy. No, actual death or void maze I also consider too cheaty. Cheesy, not cheaty, cheesy. There's no logic in that being cheesy, but just building 26 of these isn't. I don't know why my brain works thinks that, but that's just what I think. Okay? Thank you for the follow. Unsixdrew. Or is that an L? Unkliksdrew. 2K. Nice name. Real theme park cheats by closing the park at night. Nice. Okay, well, we're good for a while. And it'll be going up by a lot. Like, we've already gotten like 60 more guests. Okay, so we made 2,000, 2,000, 4,200. Let's see how much we make. I can't talk. Let's see how much we make in May from the entrance, and we can see the difference. Let's build some stalls. We have plenty. Let's make this orange. I like orange. Let's put one of these. Why not? Why not cotton candy? There you go. And some more toilets. Hell yeah. Don't forget the other pride. Yeah, I'll build some pride go-rounds. You know what? I'm gonna include this one in the pride go-rounds. I'll close it. And I'll change it around a little bit. You know what? I'll move it actually. I'll move it one tile that way. Now I'll remove that. Now we're gonna go like... no, we can't do that. You know what? I'm gonna build it on that side. There we go. Like this. Whoops. This will be one of our pride slides. No, pride go-rounds. Merry-go prides. I don't know. Get the award for best toilets. It should be possible. You should make a video about how nausea, benches and first aid rooms work. That's not a bad idea for a video topic. Thank you for the follow. Vaguzn DND 92. Fortunately, I can't pronounce Korean, but maybe that is how you pronounce that Korean. It's too bad that you can't color the maze with the normal color palette. That would be cool if you could color the hedges of the maze. Wow, déjà vu. What's déjà vu? It's gonna sound awful. No, it's gonna sound amazing. Thank you for the follow. Akalam. Queer cells. That's a good pun. I mean, yeah, I know what a déjà vu is. I was wondering what Kangi's déjà vu was. And this is 6, right? Yes. Let's open them all. There's also a thing called jamais vu, which is when a familiar thing seems new. Which is a thing I learned from Vsauce. Let's go with Tentrances as well. Oh, nope, that's Castle. Oh, it's the Korean name. It's a nice cacophony. There's a type of vu that describes when you repeat a word over and over until it sounds gibberish. Oh, I like that effect. It's... Well, sometimes it's a bit annoying, but oftentimes it's funny. I don't know what the name is, but it's a funny effect. And yibbidibidoo, yibbidibidibidoo, yibbidoo, 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 yappadoobidoo, yibbidibidoo. I'm the greatest rollercoaster tycoon in the world! Look at my merry-go-rounds. Hell yeah. Like, if this doesn't make me the greatest rollercoaster tycoon player in the world, I don't know what does. It's just perfection. Absolute perfection. A world record for the longest ride. I think the calculator is probably a more impressive achievement. I still don't consider that the best thing I've ever built. I don't know what would. Maybe the choose your own excitement, which is kind of the precursor to the calculator, would be the best thing I've ever built. I'm not sure. Okay, let's see how much we made in May. 12,400. Okay, so I spent 704 euros. No. Yeah, 704 euros on 26 mazes. So less than 1,000. About 1,000, including all the paths and stuff. And that meant that we made about more than 8,000 more because of entrance tickets in May. Now, if that doesn't show you how overpowered, well, not overpowered, but how useful it is to have your soft guest cap higher than the number of guests in your park, then I don't know what will. Amazing! I mean, this graph shows you it as well. The graph just levels out after the advertisements end, and now it just starts going up like crazy. It's wonderful. And now we can just... Ooh, we got the steeplechase. Nice. We can just build more coasters. Thank you for the 20 bits. Just create. I saw a VOD a week ago with different saved parks you were showing chat, and I noticed one of them was called Send Nudes, please. I'm curious what that is. That was a precursor to my Send Mr. Bones park, because, you know, Send Nudes, it's a meme, you know? And what I was gonna do in that... No, what I did in that park is I had in path, I had spelled out send Mr. Bones. Sorry, I was originally gonna do send nudes, but I decided to change it to a Roller Coaster Tycoon reference. And then I had a lot of balloons. And as soon as I completed the goal, all the guests released their balloons. And then after waiting a little bit, you would see send Mr. Bones spelled out in balloons in the air. And that was the thing. Now I did need a special version of Roller Coaster Tycoon for that. Because usually there's a limit of the number of balloons that can be in the air. I think it's 300 and that was not nearly enough. So someone made a special version of me which had that limit removed. The limit is there for a reason. But I had it removed there and it did work. Wooden coaster please. Alright. After I'm done with this one of course. Yeah, Mr. Bones is so nude, he doesn't even have any muscles or flesh. But yeah, he is indeed wearing a top hat. That's true. And an S-bend. There we go. That's the ride finished. Wooden roller coaster 1 has broken down. Is Mr. Bones a gentleman? I don't know. I don't know him. Alright. That's that coaster done. Now let's build a big, nice big Woody. We got the money for it. Okay, let's not do a tentrance. Not doing tentrance on this either. Let's go just for plain. I like that. Let's go for this thing. What's it called? Log cabin. Yeah. Now we'll easily get to a soft guest cap of 2,500 this way. Because we have plenty of space left in the park. Name a ride of your choice. Alright. Really be a shame if someone fired your star. Well, I dare you to do it. We have 2297 soft guest cap. Can you rename the red spiral slide to blue spiral slide? Sure. Cheers, slide. I should do a drunk stream once. I should sometime. I'm probably not gonna do it, but because I don't really drink anymore. Haven't been drunk for several years, but it wouldn't really fit the aesthetics of my channel. But imagine me playing Roller Coaster Tycoon absolutely drunk. That probably would be very funny. Tipsy stream. I'm not sure how good of an idea. You see, I'm more of a funny drunk, like a cheery drunk. Times I've been drunk, I'm not like aggressive or angry or like saying weird stuff. Mostly I'm just find everything funny. Often I'm also a bit like dazed, I suppose. We've heard your drunk stories. Yeah, there was one particular drunk story, although I was the least drunk out of all of us that evening. Well, there was once when it took me 3 times to sit on a chair. Color right, I missed that. Let's see what it is. Not Gil. More of a description. Try to make the Woody spooky colored. I can do that. Park notification is 1 sip. I mean, then I'll be drunk quite quickly, because you get quite a lot of notifications, especially in a bigger park. Like purple is a spooky color, right? And if we then make this like The green trains? I think that works. Stoned will be better. Well, that will never happen, because I will never smoke weed. Or do any kind of drugs. So that's not gonna happen. Orange track. I think that might be a bit too bright. Yes, I was right. There we go. I'm not gonna include a loop. It's fine without it. It's better without it, actually. Okay, I think now we can have 2 trains. Oh, we got articulated trains. I like that. And a little hill. Like that. You know what was weird? Like last week or something. I'm not sure how long ago, like 5 days or whatever. I went to sleep, you know, like normal. And then I woke up about 2 AM. With a really kind of bad taste in my mouth. Something, and I couldn't get it out by drinking water and stuff. I wasn't feeling all that great. Not like feverish or anything, just a bit bad. And then, you know, I went back to sleep. And then I woke up the following morning. Absolutely fine. Like there was nothing wrong. It was really weird. It ate a fly. I don't think so. But it was weird. Do you have the red color scheme for the water for your sacrificial pool? I do not. I don't... Do I not? Maybe I do actually. Let's see, do I have red water? I have something called funky water. Oh, that does look funky. I don't think I have like blood water or anything. Orange, which is somewhat close. I mean, there's fantasy yellow grass. Oh, I like this. This is nice. It's a bit too much, but I'm not gonna keep this, but it is nice. I like how the green and the yellow got switched in the rainbow. That's odd. Looks like North America. It looks like Maine. Or something like that. Someone should make that for you. I'm pretty sure a blood palette already exists. I just don't have it. Where's natural water? There we go. There we go. Alright, let's get back to building this little coaster. You know, I got a comment recently on one of my VODs that I uploaded to my second channel. And it was, let's hope this VOD doesn't bring up some traumatic topic that triggers me, or something like that was the comment. And I'm like, what? Did I do that in a previous VOD? Or did I do that in this one? Are you just trying to make some kind of comment? I didn't ask about it because it didn't really feel right. Especially in public, because, you know, the comments are public. But it did feel a bit weird. It did make me feel like I did something wrong. But I don't know what it would be. I really like the aesthetic of this code, so thank you. I think it turned out rather nicely. Yeah, I quite like it. Let's make the changes go a little bit faster. There we go, some Wild West style. That's some good stuff. From this angle, the turns on the soapbox derby look weird. Yeah, because it's this bit. Where they kind of overlap. Only 23 minutes until I can make this bad boy salmon pink. No, you can't. It's already been colored by someone else. Well, I did come up with this color scheme, but it was... Someone asked me to make it spooky. And the other wooden coaster has already also been colored by someone else. Also purple. Also, anything that you make salmon pink, I'm gonna change after the stream is ended. Because this is a good park to do recordings in. Ooh, log flume. I like a log flume. Okay, you know what? This is a bit too much. Let's turn a few of these off. There we go, that's much better. Now we only have the red and the purple one making music. Have you ever thought about a Twitch builds this coaster like Twitch plays Pokemon? I think it has crossed my mind at some point. The problem is that I think, like, I could code it. Like having people click on stuff. Like click on things or, you know, put in not click on things but do inputs and stuff. But I don't know how to, I can't code that, but you know, it's possible. Or you could do what I've seen other streamers do, is they just have some kind of plugin that lets people click on things on the screen, and then you have to give them like 1 minute, and then you can see which areas on the screen got the most clicks, which doesn't give people control, but it does, you know, then you yourself as streamer click on whatever got the most clicks. The problem is that it will take forever to complete anything. Yeah, that Twitch plays RCT, that actually, I've participated in that, so I could probably just ask the person who made that. It'll probably just take absolutely forever and be boring. I mean, I would sit here and it would just basically go nowhere. It would be funny for 15 minutes and then it would be boring. Okay, the thing with, you know, with Twitch plays Pokemon, that's the original one. That's original. At the time it was original. And Pokemon has a goal. There's a league to beat. Rollercoaster Tycoon, I mean, it does have a goal, but it almost pretty much all the goals are timed. And I don't think we will ever beat any kind of goal. Maybe Forest Frontiers. There's coasters to Tycoon, yes. But the problem in Rollercoaster Tycoon is that, yeah, the goals are timed, so you can't take your sweet time to do stuff. It's another hill, let's get rid of that. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Best Toasty. I want something more exciting than Death Maze 17. Well, there's one next to it called Death Maze 18. I heard that one's quite good. What about the scenario with no time limit and no money? Well, those generally have like high guest goals, and I somehow doubt we'll get there as well. It'll take absolutely forever. It will be boring. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Someone else can do it, and maybe it won't be boring. I don't know. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm here to entertain, to, you know, chill out, to tell stories, to teach you how to play the game. Make cursed parks every now and then. Do you ever have sleep paralysis? I have not. I do know what it is and it sounds deeply unpleasant. But no, I've never had it. RCT2 and chill with Marcel Vos. Yes, I mean that's literally, well not literally, but you know, RCT2 and chill is what I named my stream. Partly. And I really like it because, you know, you obviously got the implication of Netflix and chill, which I don't really want to implicate. But I do like it. It's Roller Coaster Tycoon and we're chilling. We're having a nice chill. And if you want to treat it like Netflix and chill with your significant other, go ahead, I suppose. Nothing wrong with that. Chicks dig building coasters. Well, my analytics say that they don't. I do know there's a few girls in the chat, or women, whatever term you prefer. But only about 3 or 4% of my audience is female. So that's not a lot. How fun or useful would it be to have a train station that's able to go on curves, so that you can turn while still placing a station? You can do that with cheats. I mean, Dirkling put a loop inside the station. It would be somewhat useful, but it would not be revolutionary. Like, it's just slightly more useful, maybe sometimes slightly more compact designs. It's probably about it. In case you're interested in some weird RCT oddities, I posted a TD6 for a stream with no ride time. It's for a steam train with no ride time. You mean like 0 seconds? Because I can do that. I have a save file which has a ride with 0 seconds of ride time. I can change that to a steam train. Ooh, I like a Dodgems. I do like a Dodgems. There we go. Without cheats though, yeah, I used to... No, I didn't use any cheats. I mean... Okay, I will use cheats to change it to a miniature railway, but I can do it on a miniature railway without cheats. It's a glitch. It's not a cheat. Oh, we also got a haunted house. And now we have haunted heist. I picked guest 1122 for the sacrificial drowning. Alrighty. Haunted heist, haunted heist. I don't know what I was gonna look for the guest, but I said haunted heist. It's just wires crossed in my brains. Alright, see ya to Kilometricus. Haunted houses. No, haunted heist. This is a thing that I will keep doing. I just like haunted heist. It's a good meme. And there we go. I've been using heist in other places as well now. Well, I don't really speak English too often outside of live streams at the moment. But I did use it in a video once, the one I made about my most extreme park, you know, Overcrowded Forest Frontiers. Ooh, we can do Pride wheels. Rainbow Ferris wheels. Hell yeah. Because we got Ferris wheel. I think the soft gas cap is high enough now anyway. But if not, the Ferris wheels will push us over it. How many comments on YouTube did you get about that? Quite a few. Which is actually quite a genius strategy, because it increases engagement. Which makes your video more attractive for The algorithm! I find the algorithm such a funny thing. People, especially, you know, small YouTubers, you know, mostly... Okay, I'm gonna... Slightly negative generalization, but, you know, mostly people that have, like, 50 subs and... make gaming videos of themselves gaming without any commentary. And they're obsessed with the algorithm! Like it's some kind of mighty beast you can tame. I think it's all a bit... They're a bit... The other one's going the wrong way. I'm not... No. That's just not on. I think it's... I don't think people should obsess so much with the algorithm. I don't really speak English outside of live streams. Okay, for YouTube as well, but... Actually, I don't speak that much English for YouTube, because... Recording my videos is about... Like, an hour... Like, 45 minutes, an hour, every week. Which is not that much. It's writing and editing that takes much longer. But the recording itself is not a lot. But yeah, you know, it's mostly small YouTubers of people that think that they can easily, you know, get a big channel just by uploading Minecraft Let's Play number 427. Which is not necessarily a bad video, but it's not remarkable in any way either. And they think, you know, they have to optimize tags and, you know, if I do this, will it hurt my chances in the algorithm? And stuff like that. And I'm often with those people, I'm like, how about you just make good content? That's what people are often forgetting. Either way, I appreciate your videos. Well, thank you. Now, of course, I'm a bit in a privileged position because I got lucky with a viral video that kickstarted my channel. And I'm kind of in an uncontested niche. And there are a few other YouTubers, but I am the largest by quite a sizable margin. So my videos will naturally be at the top of the search lists. Yeah, making good content is hard. What I hate are channels that upload like one video per hour. There is definitely such a thing. You know, people on subreddits and stuff that that tell you, you know, the YouTubers is one that help people to grow and help new YouTubers and stuff like that. One of the things that they also is post, just post, keep posting, and I'm like, calm down. There is definitely such a thing as posting too much. Imagine if I had, you know, a whole team and I posted one video every day about, you know, between like 8 and 12 minutes in length. You guys probably wouldn't watch all of them. You would get tired of my content. You would, because it's just too much. It's shit on work. Well, I mean, that, you know, I mentioned having a team. There's definitely such a thing. You know, if you make a 20-minute video every day, if I don't have the time to watch, you know, 20-minute videos for every day for like 5 different YouTubers. I'm subscribed to like 150 channels. So there's definitely a thing as making too many videos. Thank you, by the way, for the gifted sub, Benzoya. I wanted to finish my story before saying that, but I didn't miss it. 2 videos every day is what I watch on Giant's Grand Games archives. They're all 20 to 40 minutes long. Yeah, there will be some people who will watch it. I mean, there would be certain channels that I would watch a lot of videos from for a long time. But I've done that for certain channels, you know, on binges of old content. But most people won't. And that's the thing. Just, I think that two a week is plenty. 1 a week is often plenty, but much more than 2 a week you shouldn't do. I think. Depends on the video. Like, if they're like 1-minute videos, 1 a day is perfectly fine. But if they're like any kind of substantial length, I don't think you should do much more than 2 or maybe 3 a week. Yeah, the calculator video went viral, and that gave me about, well, a few hundred subs. And then I was like, maybe I should do YouTube. Because I wasn't planning to do YouTube. It was an accident. It wasn't a video made for YouTube. It was a video made to support a Reddit post about the calculator. And then I was, well, basically, you know, I got lucky, but I shouldn't undersell myself. Because there's a lot of skill that I put in it as well. Because, well, first off, I recognized the golden opportunity. I recognized that, you know, I have a few hundred subs now that are interested in Roller Coaster Tycoon. I will never get another chance like this. So, even though I was very nervous about making videos, because I wasn't good at it, I still made some. I still continued making it, because I was like, well, it's now or never. And, you know, I slowly started growing, and growing more, and I slowly started to get better. And, well, now we're here. I mean, I'm skipping over a lot of stuff, of course, but it did work out. My biggest sub uploads 2 videos a day of playing Hearthstone, which streams like 5 hours nearly every day. Those are probably like stream videos as well then. Like just videos taken from a stream and edited down or something like that. Oh, my algorithm is being creepy again. No idea how you got to recommend it to me, but I watched some of your videos years ago. I mean, that's pretty much literally how the algorithm works. It's like, Marcel's videos are doing well. Oh, he watched some of Marcel's videos a while ago. Maybe he wants to watch them again. That's not creepy, I think. You can get lucky all you want, but if you get lucky once and make crap videos, you're not going to be any more successful. You got your chance, you were lucky, but you got your current success because you're actually good. Pretty much, yes. That's basically because YouTube is hard work, and you need to actually be good at it. There's a lot of different things to YouTube. Now, my videos, I'll give a quick rundown of all the skills I need to make my videos. I need to, well, first, I need to be knowledgeable about the game. If only I need to be able to do research. You know, if I wasn't as knowledgeable, but I was very good at doing research and learning things, that would have been fine too. Then I need to be able to write a video, which is definitely a skill. And I've gotten better at that over the time. I need to be able to talk to a camera. Well, that's definitely a thing you can track my progress on if you watch my earlier videos, you know, compared to now. And then, you know, you need to, you know, flowing sentences and speaking with emotion and not like this, you know, and then I like to build a spire. That's bad. Then you need to know how to edit video. Obviously, you need to know how your editing program works. But you also need to be able to visualize, like to be able to design your video. Because not only do I need to know how to build certain scenes that I want to, I also need to know what scene in Roller Coaster Tycoon goes well with the video that I've written at this point. And that's also a skill. And then, you know, a little bit of marketing as well, and interacting with the community. That's also, skills in interacting with people. Some of them aren't very difficult, but it's still things you need to be able to do. And I'm not great at all of them, but I'm at least good enough at all of them and great at some of them. That it works. Can you talk about emotions for a few minutes? No, because that's boring. Well, if you want to hear me talk with less emotion, just go watch my oldest videos. Not the oldest, because I didn't speak in those, because I was too scared, too nervous to speak on camera. Technically not the camera, but on video. But, you know, go watch my ones about, slot machine. That's a good one. Oh, we got... Nice. Thank you for the follow, Tubac. Hey, Techno, how you doing? Let's hire some more staff. I hope no one fires them suddenly. I get the old videos on another browser when I'm not logged in. That gives me really weird videos sometimes. I feel like that's part of a story that I'm missing. Ah, there we go. All the stuff's gone. Oh, something just crashed. Well, that's too bad. People died on side friction coaster. I suppose that was a load of particularly heavy guests. Well, that's unfortunate. Park rating is not doing too great. Oh! Oh, it's this one. It's two... Oh, we don't see them here, but it's 2 loads of people at least that died. Hang on. Let's get the park rating. We got minus 572 from casualty penalty. That's not great. It was doing fine for a bit though. Okay, so where are the issues? Where is it going fast? Probably at the end of the thing that's the problem. Okay, fairly fast there, but that should be fine. It can't really be a problem here. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna make it slightly slower. Drown gas 666. Alright, thank you for the follow, Blue Jean. I'm just gonna put a brake at 43 here. And that should be fine. Now let's test it, because it might not make it. So let's make sure that it does test it. It doesn't make it. Do you like retro style FPS games? Not really. No. Don't really play any FPS games anymore. Just play Modern Warfare. Okay, round 666. It's gonna kill my park rating even more. The park rating is already 594 again. Luckily, this only happened about halfway. Yibbidoo! Die! Need to add the Thanos gauntlet to kill half the guests. Let's not. What's your favorite color? Generally red, but you know, it depends on a lot of, you know, yeah, different situation, different color. Okay, it does make it, so I can open this again. It'll be a while before guests start riding it again, because you know it's not safe. But you know, eventually they'll ride it again. Okay, let's continue building this thing. Another guest died in Fun Guy Woods today. Only a few days after 200 people died on a coaster crash. I think it was 24, but you know, still a lot. Why am I building this car ride like a coaster? That's not how car rides are supposed to work, but okay. Like that, like that, like that, and like that. There we go. Perfect car ride. Spiral Slide 2 has broken now. Well, that's unfortunate. Luckily you can't crash on that. And there we have a nice little car ride. How quaint. Have you done an overview for the car ride? I have not. But the problem... Okay, so ride overview for the car ride. What's that gonna be? It's cheap. It's got a set requirement of 200 meters. And I can't really give any designs for it because it's meant to be scenic. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. That's it. There's nothing more to say about it. Sounds like a very easy video for quick cash. No, it's probably gonna have terrible views. Marcel does a ride overview for the hedge maze. Well, the maze actually has interesting things to say about it. Although most things I've probably said, like the Impossible Maze video. That's just more interesting. Right, a few Ferris wheel. I will, you know, I might do like just a gentle rides overview at some point, because they're all too short for their own video. I thought the reverse freefall video would be boring, but it was super fascinating. Well, but it's a coaster. Any coaster type automatically has a lot of interesting things going about it. Yeah, it's just like the worst flat ride ever is, or worst gentle ride, kind of an unofficial Space Rings overview, and most overpowered thrill rides, the unofficial launched freefall overview. I've sort of made those overviews, but you know, not officially titled. Can we get any more? No, we've researched all that stuff. So this is your ride selection. You have, well, I can research more transport, I think, but yeah, let's do that actually. Yeah, you got quite a bunch of gentle rides, then a few not all that great coaster types. I mean, you got the Woody, which is nice. Then you got no thrills, like one good water ride. Then a bunch of stalls. Which is worse, the Space Rings of the Hardline? The Space Rings. Easily. The Hardline is a really good ride. It's a terrible coaster, but it's a good ride. The Hardline is better than almost any ride type that's not a coaster. Oh, I can rehire staff again, and I definitely should. Because my park rating is currently not going up because, yeah, staff. Well, no staff. The worst coaster really is better than most flats. Yes. I don't even consider the Hardline the worst coaster, actually. I think Mini Sus is the worst coaster. Especially a Mega Sus. If you make a Mega Mini Sus, then it's even worse. But no, the Hardline is not that bad. I mean, it's a coaster, it has good throughput. Like, a launched freefall is better. I can't really show it because I don't have either available. Like, a launched freefall is definitely better. But a Hardline is probably better than, like, a go-kart. Because go-karts are famed for having terrible throughputs. The Marcel go-round. Well, the Marcel go-round is the most fun ride in the world. I can guarantee you that. Alright, park ratings going up again. What does it do? I don't know, but I can guarantee you it's fun. It goes round. It goes round a lot. We need a red balloon stall. Sure. Why not? There we go. Color or ride is your choice. Alright. What's the highest? Salmon, pink and purple. Purple again. More not about salmon pink though, but whatever. What's the highest excitement rating you can get in a ride that's at most a kilometer long? Definitely 10. Let's also make it like no multiple laps. Definitely 10. I don't know what the highest would be. But definitely 10. Okay, let's do... This isn't too bad. I'm going for dark purple, because bright purple for the supports is not nice. Thank you for the 7 months varied books. I do appreciate the support. Okay, let's test. I always make balloons free to maximize the balloons in the air when I beat the scenario. That's useless. Only 300 balloons can be in the air, so as long as by the time you beat the scenarios at least 300 guests, which is not a lot, are holding balloons, you will get the maximum in the air. Any more guests that are also holding balloons, their balloons will just vanish. But it's fun. I've already forgotten what we're talking about. So, I don't know. Does open RCT2 up that limit? I don't know. Does doing multiple of the same coaster type give diminishing returns on the soft guest cap? No. Actually not. It does give diminishing returns on park value and how much you can charge, but only once. By that I mean that if you have one coaster type, you get, you know, basically, let's say, 100%. And if you have more of the same coaster type, every single one of that coaster, including the original, will only contribute 75% of their original to the park value, and you'll be able to charge 75% of the original max ride price. I've hardly been on any coasters in real life. I live too far away from any theme parks. Wooden coasters, you say you probably like wooden coasters. I've been on like one in Walibi and it was a bit shaky. I prefer the big steel monstrosities. I'm going to stuck being nostalgic for Son of Beast forever. I think that's the only wooden coaster ever with a loop, right? I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. Okay, you know what? Let's just put in some brackets. Ah, it was definitely the first, okay. There we go. And like that. Yeah, well, let's put a nice long queue. Whoa, no, no, no. Nice long queue line. Like that. Yeah. And some Wild West music. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a real classic Cody queue line. I don't know what that accent was. Oh, we just increased our soft guest cap to 3,000 and something, which means that we now have... No, never mind. The goal is 2,500, not 3,000. Well, we have more soft guest cap higher than the goal of empty airfield, which is not particularly useful. And we've almost filled up the park. And it looks rather nice, I'd say. Yeah, I like the park. Thank you for the 20 bits, Piss Create. I'm curious how Paper Ride would work and if it would do well in reality. There are definitely Paper Ride parks in reality. I've never been to one, but there are there. So you can already answer the question by asking someone who's been to one. These rides are definitely go way higher than the treetops. How's that allowed? You're thinking of a different scenario, because there's no such restriction in this one. Thank you for the follow, but Meal, maybe you're thinking of Rainbow Summit, which does have that restriction. You know, the annoying thing about all these trees is that whenever I want to place a new ride, I have to do this. See through scenery, because otherwise I don't know where I'm building. Yeah, that will make this park very annoying. That will probably make it on like Harmonic Hills levels of annoying. At some point, you know, you have too many annoying elements that make it more difficult, and that doesn't necessarily equal fun. Okay, we just got another transport ride, but it's different steam trains, so it's not particularly useful. Yeah, we have reached the guest goal. We only have to maintain it now. And it's been going steadily up, which is nice. You know, we're making a few thousand a month. Let's do that. Go like that. When I was a kid, I could never pass the scenario where you can't cut down trees. Because I didn't know how you could make trees see-through, and that made it much harder for myself. Do you mean Rainbow Valley? There you can't cut down trees. Rainbow Summit you can't build above them. Rainbow Valley you can't cut them down. But Rainbow Summit is RST2. Rainbow Valley is RST1. Imagine if this was a scenario where you can't cut trees. Yeah, that would make it too annoying. I wonder, will it go too fast here? Well, we'll see. I think it will, though. Maybe not. Maybe I think it won't make the hill before. Nope. That's not a problem though. I can make that smaller. There we go. Perfect. Now it should make it. Thank you for the follow. Zambians. Are you from Zambia? That would be cool. It's interesting to have... I mean, statistically you're probably not, but it is interesting to have people from all over the world watching me. Like, I think that was... I don't know what countries, but... There have been people from a lot of countries that, you know, have set their nationality. Most of my viewers are people, you know, from the UK, US, Netherlands, Germany, those kind of countries. But, you know, I've been a few from Brazil, South Korea. According to my analytics, I've even had one in North Korea. Which is questionable. But maybe Kim Jong-un likes this game. Who knows? And that's roughly the park filled up. Like I could obviously fit more flat rides in it. You know, I could go all Forest Frontiers and build it up, but that's ugly. This is... Yeah, this is pretty much filled up. And we got a soft guest cap of about 3,200. And yeah, I wouldn't build much more in this park. If there was a celebrity that would watch your stream, who do you think it would be? I mean, let's be honest, someone like PewDiePie who just likes video games. If you're going non-YouTuber celebrity, I don't know. I really don't know. The thing is, I don't invest enough in celebrities' personal lives to know whether they like video games or not. Like, for example, speed skaters. I know a lot about certain, like, different times and speed skaters. You know, how different speed skaters tend to skate their races. You know, start fast, end fast, stuff like that. And, you know, when they've won which medals on which competition, stuff like that. I don't know much about their personal lives. I'm not invested in that at all. I bet Rintje Ritsa watches this stream. Probably not. Now, if there was one that would watch a stream like this, I would probably pick someone like Thomas Kroll. Maybe. He seems like someone that would enjoy stuff like this. From the younger generation, like the 20th, maybe Marcel Bosker. I mean, we share a name. Utah, if you're watching, give me a DM. Utah's already gone, claimed by Koen Verwij. And they both have absolutely fabulous hair. Thank you for the follow, Buzzin and No Isolation. Did you know that Utah Leerdam has her own subreddit? Which was started by a post where, which was a little gif of her after she just finished the race and she took off her cap and her hair was like flowing in the wind behind her. That was posted on Reddit and that spawned her own subreddit. It's mostly just pictures of her and people gawking at her. Why is it not allowed to post the word bingo? Is it not? Hang on. Why is it not? That is weird. Best custom designed ride, says the award, even though you have 6 merry-go-rounds, 6 verticals, 6 spiral slides, and 26 of the same mazes. I mean, I have a bunch of custom designed rides as well. Hang on. Let me have a look at my moderation settings then. Why not? The park is running fine as well. Okay, blocked turn. Yeah, bingo is blocked. Why is bingo blocked? Okay, I've unblocked that. Blocked by Max. Maybe he did it for the bingo thing. Maybe there was, or maybe there was spam around it at some point. I don't know. There's a few others that are blocked. You know, a few bad words, but also like a website like a few websites, a few things that people post when they post like, you know, want to become famous? Question mark is blocked because people would, you know, spam that and link to some kind of website where you can buy followers or whatever. Let's have a look at some other moderation. My auto mod is set at apparently a little bit of moderation. I think I have done this all. It's not like I'm just now figuring it out. I've just forgotten the settings that I've used. But I have manually done all these settings. Oh yeah, there are certain allowed terms and sentences as well, but there's nothing in there. Let's see. Yeah, we do have quite a few banned chatters. That's mostly just spammers. I mean, yeah. Like, you know, you spam, you get banned, obviously. Other than that, there are a lot of small settings that I could do stuff with. Oh yeah, I have like a little bit of email verification and stuff. If you're... So, this is interesting. I didn't know this. But the email verification that I have is that if you need a verified email address, unless your account, your Twitch account is older than 1 week, or you have been following me older than a day, or longer than a day. So if you're against email verification, you can still chat, just not immediately. But you know, most times that will be fine. But it still makes it so that you can't spam. You know, just make new accounts and spam. That is good. Yes, it is. I'm really big about accessibility in terms of that. You know what the most annoying thing is when I raid someone and their chat is set to followers only. I am not gonna follow them just to chat. Just the chat for followers only. I get it, if you're a massive streamer and there's certain things you want to do. Fair enough. But I never raid massive streamers. Like, I have people who have set it to followers only who have like 5 viewers. Like, that's not the way to increase viewership, my friend. That's just not a good way. So yeah, I don't like that. If you're a minority, it does help against hate raids. I suppose it does. I mean, yeah, if you've gotten hate raids, then I suppose not unreasonable to do that. I still don't like it, but I can at least understand it then. Yeah, it's also, you know, a thing on my Discord server. I like to have the verification as low as possible. You do need a verified email address to chat on my Discord server. But other than that, you don't need anything. I've set it to higher a few times because there was a spammer. But that's only for a little bit. Are hate raids still a thing? I know it was popular a couple of years ago. If they were popular a couple of years ago, then it's definitely still a thing. Because that won't go away. They might be less prominent now. I mean, I've never been hate raid, so I wouldn't know. But they might be less prominent. But I can guarantee you that sometimes they will still happen. Why would you hate raid someone? That's the same question you can ask anyone. Like, why would you be racist? I don't know. People just do. I don't know why, but people just do. And it's not nice, obviously. But yeah, that's... But the annoying thing also about someone having the followers only thing, or even worse, subs only, when I raid them, is that you know, I want to have a fun raid, and then I raid with like 150 people or 100 people, and then it's like silent. No one is commenting because it's followers only, and that's just a little bit awkward. It's also a bit weird when someone with like 5 viewers, I raid them and they just don't react to it. It's not like I'm like, oh, you should react to me because I'm a big shot. Not like that. Just how do you not react to a raid with that many people? That's just not natural. The thing is, you can just check out the chat before you raid them. Yeah, but usually I forget. I could, but I just forget. Not even a thank you. No, it's not that I expect a thank you. It's just that I find it weird that you wouldn't notice. Just a bit weird. Okay, I think this park is about done. So let's go to the options. You know, I could wait for about like 1 hour and 20 minutes more, but I'm not going to. So let's do that one. There we go. We've completed it. This park really does look good. Well, thank you. Let's enter my name. Cheater. Hell yeah, I'm a big fat cheater. And there go all the little balloons. Ooh, this one doesn't want to go. Stupid balloon. Oh, there it goes. Hell yeah. I like this. So satisfying. Come on, pop. There we go. Congrats on finishing the park. Thank you, Slime. 10% of the park is just mazes. Well, we have 60 nice rides, and 26 of them are mazes, which is about 40%. So yeah, a lot are mazes. In terms of area, like all the mazes are smaller than this wooden coaster. But still. I thank you for the 100 bits, Don Zia. We're not quite done with the stream though. I was gonna have like 15 minutes or so. Maybe I should save. 15 minutes or so of this. Having you guys pick a random park. And I'll, I don't know, I'll show it, tell something about it if I know an interesting tidbit about it. So, pick a name. And we'll see. Fungus Woods Ext. Hang on, is that in here? It's not sorted alphabet. Oh, I see it. Oh, this isn't mine. This was sent to me by a viewer. Once again, you've picked a park that isn't mine. It's rather nice, isn't it? It's a bit of like the similar vibes to the Bumbly Beach. A bit less heavily themed. But it's still rather nice. Sod of rain. Like you have this little bit, which is lovely. I featured this in one of my videos actually. I don't know when, but like I think it was over the summer. Something like that. But yeah, I like this. Ooh, this is a nice building for the ghost train. Someone want to see Flux Park. Well, Flux Park is a legendary park. By about 2012. Not by me. It's this one. And this is part of Roller Coaster Tycoon history, isn't it? This is absolutely part of Roller Coaster Tycoon history. Made by Fluxtrans. It says it right there. Fluxtrans. In the water. And it's just... We made a long Let's Play series about it around 2012. This has become so ingrained in like Roller Coaster Tycoon culture that if someone makes like buildings in this kind of white and roof style with these like two colors, then there's a good chance that someone will call it the Fluxtrans style. And a lot of people will know what it means. That's how well known this park is. This is basically one of... this might be the most watched Mega Park series on YouTube ever. It's just great. And like there aren't any spectacular, overly detailed scenery in here or anything. But it is lovely. And like a lot of gardens and stuff. And it's all, you know, NCSO stuff, which means no custom scenery objects. Without any cheats. It's just great. I haven't watched it either. Well, I've watched like later, but at the time I didn't watch it. But I've watched like a few episodes here and there. And I think I watched like the overview video at the end. There are a lot of coasters here. And a lot of coasters with high stats, I think, as well. It's like 951. I think that's like... This one might have over 10. It's very long. 966. Like it even goes to this island. Isn't that lovely? Hang on, how many drops does this have? 29. That's quite a lot. Fish Create wanted the Sand Nudes Park. Well, the Sand Nudes Park is not interesting. This one has 869. See how much these have. 958. Not quite 10. Very big wooden coaster. See how much this has. 883. We're getting close to 10, but I don't think any ride quite has 10 excitement. No, but close. This is actually one of the background clips on the menu of OpenRCT. I don't think it is. Pretty sure it's not. Okay, I can show you the Sand Nudes Park. It's not interesting. I can promise you, it's not interesting at all. The Sand Mr. Bones Park is interesting, but the Sand Nudes Park isn't. It's Sand Nudes Test. It's this. It's literally this. This was a little test that I did. It has the S. Other than that, nothing. Because I had done this and I was like, yeah, that's fine. That'll work. And then I did the whole thing. And I changed it. Yeah, I can show you the Sand Mr. Bones Park. Now, obviously, it won't work. Because I don't have that custom build. Oh, actually, no, the balloons were already in the air. You can still see it. There we go. You can read it. Sand Mr. Bones. Sort of. It works better. Yeah, now they're gone. But yeah, this is the path. Can you see it on the map as well? Oh yeah, you can see it very clearly on the map. Look at that. You can read that very well. The path. Oh, those are also just the guests. That works nicely on the map, actually. I had never looked at the map in this park. But yeah, this is Octagon Park, by the way. And the reason I chose Octagon Park is that you can just, you know, when you can complete the goal at any time. Because the goal here is to have at least, let's see, 10 different coaster types, 700 meters, 7 excitement. So you can just build 10 of them, but close one of them. Whenever you need to beat the park, just open it. Now, you can see a lot of no entrance signs, and this M is getting very crowded because you can't leave. And the timing was crucial, Because this M just did not have enough guests. This part wasn't popular enough for it to work. So I had to put in all the no entry signs, and I think there are some others as well. Maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's one here. Like, there are a bunch to regulate the guests. And then at the perfect time, I had to just go, okay, it's good now, and complete the park. And that's the story behind this park. Alright, let's go again. Pick one of these. So really low park rating. Yeah, it's because all the guests are stuck. That's the best way to get a low park rating quickly. Dome export. Once again, not mine. Yeah, it's this park. It's a bit laggy. It's a hell of a park. It's in a dome. And has big buildings. So if I go to cutaway view. You can see all the coasters inside the dome. And it's rather nice, isn't it? This must have taken a long time to make. It must be difficult working with all the scenery in the way. Well, I presume the dome was made last. It's like a textbook diagram of a cell. Pretty much, yeah. It's even got a canyon blaster in it. Don't know which coaster that... Oh, never mind. It's this one. Isn't this pretty much the layout of Python, almost? It's like from the Efteling. It's pretty close. It's not exactly, but it's close. And Python's a little bit different. How many guests can we get? There's only 410 in the park, actually. That's not a lot. Oh, this is a real park in Vegas. I didn't know that. Oh, thank you for the sub. Scrancer. Alright, let's go again. Pick one of them. Look at those people in the void. Yeah, they're just walking to the park. La La Land. Oh, 2 people want to see Lazy Grove. I don't think... Oh, they're actually right on top of each other. Yeah, I didn't finish this one. It's getting 1,000 guests at the end of year 1. And I started... It's a custom scenario. And I started it and I never finished. I was even lazy. Because I have Demon Drop pre-built, Cobra pre-built. And now this is a customs coaster. But yeah, it's not particularly interesting, this park. Thank you for the follow, Zager. And we can do La La Land as well. Was right there. Now this is a custom scenario made by someone. Which I did complete. And I think I have used this in one of my videos at some point. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, a few custom woodies and 2 cobras. And one of these with a steep chain lift. Yeah, there's a nice compact park, but it's a bit ugly. Yeah, it's basically Funtopia from Roller Coaster Tycoon 1. You know, 2 parks on different sides of a road. Isn't this... This might actually be from Mayan SOS Park. Let's... Oh, I'm already way past it. Let's see, is it from Mayan? Yes, it is. There we go. This looks much nicer, doesn't it? This is the empty park. Do you have Lord of the Rings scenarios? I don't think I do. Those are the same pre-built covers as the Lazy Park. Yep. Honestly, I don't effing know scenario. That was me not being able to come up with a park name. It's a rather interesting, well, maybe not interesting, but it's a rather large park. But the name doesn't have anything to do with the park. It's a massive park, actually. I got 8,600 guests. I think I have like 1 million park value. Yes, 1 million. It's got like one coaster sticking out like a sore thumb. Other than that, you know, a lot of custom rides, also a few pre-built, like Neptune's Knot, which is an amazing pre-built. This coaster, which I actually didn't design here, I think I designed this in another custom scenario. Although this scenario I made myself. Yeah, I hit the old sprite limit. Yeah, if I wait a while now, because the soft guest cap should be a lot higher now. Let's see if we can find out what it is. The hotkey doesn't seem to work for the soft guest cap thing. Notify now. Let's see if that works. Oh, it does work. It's 10,214. Which isn't that high, actually. It's only 1,600 more than the number of guests I have. Yeah, there are a lot of rides. I have 214 rides, 20 stalls and shops, and 21 of the other stuff. Which means I have hit the ride limit as well. No scenery. I think there is not a single scenery item in this park. I can check that by just, you know, dragging this. Let's see, did I make any money from that? I did not. I did not lose any money either. There is not a single scenery piece. Can you view the soft guest cap numbers in Classic RCT2? No, it's a plugin. This is also like super compact. This is actually one of the parks I developed my own compact pathing system in. I built a little bit less compactly nowadays, because it looks a bit nicer. But yeah, this is the way this is how I developed my own pathing system, which just works. And yeah, this is one of the parks where I trained at becoming really good at building very compactly. And it works. Alright, let's do one more. One more. Yep. Alrighty. A classic Marcel passing system. It does work well. A park with over 20k guests. I have only one of those, I think. Maze 100 years. Okay, now I have to look where it is. I have 100 years of maze. Do you mean that one? I'm gonna assume you mean that one. Oh no, it's above that. Oh, it was this maze. For the Impossible Maze video. And yeah, this is 100 in-game years. And a total of 15 guests completed the ride. Now, because we're in the updated build at the moment, more guests will start completing the ride, because mazes have become a lot easier. Like if I speed up, you can see them all starting to complete it. So it's changed a bit. But in the old system, in 100 in-game years, which is about 90 hours, only 15 guests completed this maze. And I used this maze and this test of 100 years. Well, I did a more thorough test for the video. But I used that completion rate of about 15 guests in 100 years for this size maze. And I used different sized mazes and all things, you know. The Grand Maze tests, which someone else mentioned as well. I can show that as well. I used that to extrapolate how long guests would take to complete a left indented maze, which is the size of the park. So here I have a lot of mazes of size 6, size 7, I think 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This might have been for the update video actually, after it was changed. I think this was for the update. In the original I think I did it with 3 mazes per size. Let's see if I can find... Because somewhere I have the park filling maze. Is it this one? No. Although this is 240 guests altogether in one little clump. But yeah, somewhere around here. I don't know what it's called, but they're sorted on date now. And, oh, there we go. Park filling impossible maze. Yeah, I built this. Not by hand, obviously. I used a script for this. So, basically, the story behind this is, you know, the whole premise behind the video was me calculating how long it would take guests with the old algorithm, not the one you're seeing right now, but the old algorithm, to complete a maze like this. A left indented maze that was the size of the park. And at first I was like, I'll just, you know, say, what if? And then just give the answer. But then I was like, no, that's lame. I want to actually cut to this. Because that looks a lot cooler. So I just decided to build this. And I did. No, a lot longer than that. Ellen, now, with the old algorithm, which is different than what we're seeing now, it took about, you know, if you wanted to write it out, it would take about 10,000 digits. About 10 to the power 10,000 years. In real life years, by the way. Although, at that point, there is not really a difference between real life years and in-game years. Because one in-game year is an hour, roughly. Slightly less. And one real life year is 24 by 365 hours, which is about 80,000 hours. No, 8,000 hours. 1 year. So, if it is 10 to the power 10,000 real life years, if you go to RCT years, that's about 10 to the power 10,004 RCT years. So, at that point, it is about 1,000 times as long, but it only gives 4 extra zeros on top of already 10,000 you have. So, it seems like it makes little difference. Obviously, it's still 1,000 times longer, but the number is already so big that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, if we speed it up, at this point, guests will make it in just a few years, I think. Because different algorithm, it's a different formula, it's no longer a power formula, which I thought it was, but people told me that it wasn't in the comments because it works differently. But the old algorithm, yeah, it takes a long time. Basically infinite. The reason I don't count it as the longest time is that it's technically possible for a guest to walk from the entrance to the exit in one go without going in a single indent. Now the chance for that is about 0.25 or 1/4 to the power 130,000. So that's about 1/10 to the power 80,000 or so. The chance that a guest walks immediately from the exit to the, or from the entrance to the exit. So that's 1 over a 1 with 80,000 zeros. Which is basically 0. Also, there's rain again. Yeah, it's practically never gonna happen. Unless you wait for a very long time, then eventually it will happen. So. Yeah, that's a fitting end to the stream. I'll load up the old Fungus woods we did today. As a sort of an end screen. Balloons are still going up. Let's pop another one. There we go. What's it with you in visiting a park and instantly starting to rain? I don't know. I've been asking myself that for years. Literally. I'm not kidding. I have. But yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's see. No one I'm following is currently streaming Roller Coaster Tycoon. I am streaming Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's not particularly useful. Okay. Someone called Patty Heels is playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. And I am checking, the chat is not only for followers. So yeah, thank you for a nice live stream. We're gonna rate this person. And yeah, I'll see you next time, which is on Wednesday. And have a good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. Give them some love and hype in the raid. Good night.